And now, ladies and gentlemen,
the time has come, the walrus said.
Hey, would you look at that? It's a new kind of potion, the super potion. Better version of the current one. I'm gonna go ahead and buy 10 of those because right now potions are starting to do less and less for us. I don't really ever buy repels. These just make it so it's less likely for you to get encounters as you're going through a place. They're really useful in caves, but I don't know. I just always place a high level Pokemon in the front and run away. Then it's never really an issue for me. Hello there. I chair the Pokemon Fan Club. I have collected over 100 Pokemon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. So, did you come to visit? Do you know about my Pokemon? Good, listen up. My favorite, Rapidash. It, cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Plus it has an incredibly large call to the duty of battle. Oh yes, it's stunning. Kindly love it. Hug it when sleeping, warm and cuddly, spectacular, ravishing. Whoops, look at that time. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. We got a bike voucher. Cool. So, there was the bike shop back in Cerulean City. We can go ahead and head back and use this there. And I'm actually going to go do that now. Why not? I mean, I like the bike. I like using it in the games. So, we might as well get it as soon as we can, why not? Ah, here we are at the bike shop. How you doing, good sir? Oh, that's a bike voucher. Okay, here you go. I don't know why I gave him that random voice. Don't worry about it. We got on the bicycle, and just like that, we're cycling around at the speed of sound. We've got no place to go. We're just following that rainbow. All the lyrics from Sonic Adventure 2. We still have to go through that crime scene just to get to Vermilion City. I find that strange. Anyway, there's no way to quick select items in this game that I know of. I tried select earlier, and that just seemed to be able to switch where items are in your inventory, which I guess is kind of useful, but it's not like... like, for example, right now, I can move the bicycle up to be right under the map, seeing as how it is kind of more useful than... What the... Oh. Do I gotta hit select on it? Hold on, let's try this again. There we go, okay. Because I'm not going to be using Pokeballs in the overworld. What point would that have? Although, no. Isn't that going to be in battle now? It's going to be next to... Oh, man. This is such a sloppy thing. Isn't that what's going to be in battle now? Is now Pokeball's going to be all the way down here, and the bike, which isn't useful in battle, is going to be all the way up there? I don't know. It's messy, man. Also, I have an HP up. I should probably use that on somebody who doesn't have a lot of HP. How about Nat? I mean, Bobby doesn't have a lot of HP either, but he's also not doing a lot of battling right now. Nat could use a bit more health. So now he has 47 HP. Slightly better. Nothing incredible, but, you know. Item, bicycle. And we can use the bicycle to make it through the underground passage much quicker than we could before, which is nice. Ah, so much nicer. I mean, it's a shame that because the exit of the underground passage is technically indoors, it immediately takes us off the bicycle just for us to get back on it again on the route. So, oh well. I really wish there was a way to quick select. Maybe there is. If you guys know about it in Generation 1, being able to quick select items with select or something, please let me know in the comments. Anyway, aside from Vermilion City, we have the entrance to the SSN, which I'm not going to be going on that just yet. We have, notice, Route 12 may be blocked off by a sleeping Pokemon. Detour through Rock Tunnel to Lavender Town. Vermilion Police. So, anyway, this route over here, if you go ahead and look at the map, as you can see, the route we're on is going to lead that way, and then eventually north up to the town they were talking about a second ago, which is... Get there eventually. Lavender Town, there it is. We can get to Lavender Town just yet, but, because of the sleeping Pokemon they were talking about. So going over here is kind of useless now. All that's really over here right now are trainer battles, but there is Diglett's Tunnel over here, which, Diglett's Tunnel, this leads all the way back to Pewter City, actually. And, there's Ground-type Pokemon in here, which we haven't been getting a lot of recently, which I actually want to catch a Ground-type Pokemon. Here we have Diglett. Level 16, which actually isn't bad, considering most of our own Pokemon are only a level 17 or 19 or so. So I'm going to go ahead and catch Diglett here. Let's go ahead and Fury Attack it one more time. Hopefully Nikolai won't hit too many times, and we won't kill it. Be gentle, Nikolai. 2, 3, Nikolai, stop! Oh, that was perfect! Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, the items in the overworld and in battle are in the same order, so It's kind of inconvenient in that way. Use a Pokeball on it. And we caught it first try, very nice. I always love ground types, they're my favorite type in the game. I think I mentioned this earlier when I was talking about Nidoqueen, but this is going to be our ground type of the series. Lives about 1 yard underground, where it feeds on plant roots. It sometimes appears above ground. So Diglett is the mole Pokemon. We don't know what it looks like under the ground, because the ground surrounding it is part of its sprite. And because they don't have room for Little Anthony and the Imperials, I'm just going to go with Anthony. Now, the main way Diglett works, people kind of underestimate Diglett in his evolution Dugtrio, but he's actually really good. Essentially, he just has really high attack and really high speed. He doesn't have the best defense, and of course, being a ground type, he's weak to a lot of other types like water and grass. But I still really like using him, just because he's so fast and strong. And the next gym is an electric type gym, so having a ground type will pay off. Right now, Diglett doesn't have any ground type moves, as you can no doubt tell from his move set. He has right now he just has Scratch and Growl, nothing special, but we're going to go ahead and teach him Dig, that TM we had obtained from the Rocket Grunt earlier. And this will be a ground type move for him. The reason I didn't teach it to any others is not only do I want to teach it to Anthony, but also, being a ground type, it'll be more effective in his hands. I say hands, but I don't even know if Diglett has hands. I don't think he does. But this, ladies and gentlemen, now is our whole team for the playthrough. We got Nat King Cole, Nikolai, Doris Day, Artie Shaw, Bobby Darin, and Little Anthony. Maybe I could have fit Little Anthony, like Lil with L-I-L apostrophe, but Anthony works just fine. Y'all know who he is, come on now. And I suppose, just to get him a bit more XP, we should try using him against some of these trainers hanging out next to Vermilion City, on the entrance to the route that leads to Lavender Town. So let's go ahead and battle some of these guys. Here we got just a standard guy. Let's go, but don't cheat. I think a lot of the people on this route are gambler classes. Not this kid right here, but there are a lot of gamblers here. Ekans. This thing, being a poison type, very weak to ground. And despite being 5 levels above us, we are still faster. That's what I mean by Anthony's speed. Dig is a very nice move. For those that don't know how it works, essentially, just you go underground for a turn. It's the same with Fly, which we'll be getting eventually, but Dig and Fly, you get out of their opponent's way for 1 turn, and then you hit them the next, allowing you to kind of avoid an attack once. Horsey. Now this Pokemon, above all others in this game, was the single one I considered adding to the team the most, because I love Horsey, Seadra, and Kingdra so much. I love their design. I think they're one of the better water types in Generation 1 over like Tentacool. I don't really care for Poliwrath and its whole evolution line. But part of the reason I decided against it was because they add an evolution to Horsey in the next generation, so I'm probably just going to use it in that game instead. That way we get to see all of its evolution, and granted, one disappointing thing about that is I want to do mostly generation equivalent Pokemon, so when I'm doing later generations I want to cover just the Pokemon that are added in that generation, and this is a Generation 1 Pokemon I would be using then, of course. I think we can make an exception. You know, I just realized the first Pokemon Anthony took out was an Ekans, which was also the same case for our Magikarp, who took out an Ekans on his own using Tackle. And that was also the case, the first Pokemon that our Kadabra took down, or our Abra at the time took down, using Seismic Toss. How come Ekans is always the first Pokemon that we get a chance to faint? Another fire type, we have Vulpix. Don't know too much about Vulpix. It evolves into Ninetales, which just immediately makes me think Naruto, but I don't know, I mean, it's a fire-type Pokemon. Again, I don't use a lot of fire-type Pokemon that aren't starters, just because I almost always pick the fire-type Pokemon starter. There are a couple of exceptions to that whole starter thing, though. Like, I pick Trico in Generation 3, and I pick Piplup in Generation 4, but other than that, I almost always pick the fire-type starter.